Welcome, everybody. Yeah, let's get it started. Who has been to Poetry Meets before? Like Poetry Meets Hip Hop or Poetry Meets Soul or Poetry Meets Theater? Oh, wow. So we've got a lot of firsties in here. Okay, that means some of y'all don't know my name. I'm Jumoke. Trying to like look at all of your faces and scan you because you're so beautiful. Some people know me by Jumi. This is our DJ Mandel. Please give it up for him. Is that all you can, like, DJ Mandel, everybody? All right, we're getting there. So yeah, this is Poetry Meets Jazz, one of several segments that we've been doing since 6 years with the Poetry Meets series. And this is a very special edition because it's an intimate session. Usually we're like packed up and people are in the front row and like almost like hugging each other. But today we're distanced and still loving each other, right? Right? And we're still gonna give that energy even though we're like in a chess game. Yeah, I want to do a little warm-up before I invite our first lineup artist, because I feel like y'all are still like tired. Okay, what I usually do is like a rhythm section, because I'm a dancer, and the first thing that you learn is the rhythm, right? Anyone heard about the word rhythm before? Yeah, if you've heard of rhythm, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. I said, yeah, yeah. Someone was like, hell yeah. Who was that? Someone was really feeling themselves. Okay, right side, you are boom. Okay. And this side, this middle here is tsak. And this on the other side is boom. You got it? Okay. The people who've been here already, who've been to Poetry Meets know already what's up. So you're going to teach the ones who've never been, okay? I want to hear your voices real loud and clear. Let's go. Wow. I expected it to be not so confident, but like this, I can't. No, let's do it again. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Better. I see you right in the back. I see you. Okay. Now the middle. Let's go. What? What's going on here? I'm seeing people sitting, but I don't see you reacting. What's going on? Let's do it one more time. Okay, that's better. I feel like it's the women that are, you know what I mean? Ah, man. Anyways, let's go to the next side. You're boom, right? Give us the bass. Let's go. Nice. Okay. That was late. Very good. Why are you late? That's weird. No. One more round. I love doing this. You tried. Okay, I'm gonna announce the first artist. Straight up from New Orleans. He came all the way just for Poetry Meets Jazz. We paid the visa, we paid the flight. Matter of fact, no, that's a joke. He's here for a while, but like, y'all really believe that? Money be flowing. Poetry Meets Jazz segment, the opening of Poetry Meets Jazz. Hailing from New Orleans, an actor, a playwright, a model. Ooh. And a poet, a spoken word artist. First time I listened to some of his stuff, I had to like think about like Amiri Baraka and the Lost Poets and all that. Yeah, you know. Give it up for the poets in here. Please snap your fingers. Okay, there's some in the house. Very good. Please give it up for the first performer, Frank Xteele. Make some noise. And if you feel something, what do? We snap our fingers. Frank Xteele.
How y'all doing tonight? All right, I'm gonna see how y'all doing in a few minutes. My name is Frank Xteele from New Orleans, spoken word artist, everything like she said, actor, playwright, model, and I speak out against social injustice, civil unrest, things that plague our communities as minorities and black people especially. This first piece I actually have on YouTube right now. It's called I Am Who's Next? Because most likely, we used to be like, well, I'm Marcus Garvey, I'm Malcolm X. And then it went from, well, I'm Trayvon Martin. Now it's I am who's next? See, I could be whoever I want to be. They'll still say I'm just black. And although my name is Frank Xteele, this day, call me Calvin Deal. No, Elton Sterling. It's hell here. You can still call me Emmett Till. Over millions murdered by police today. I mean, what's your name? Or your name? Because I might be you tomorrow. You gotta say, be careful before you go outside. It's hell here, black. Now what am I supposed to do? Just lay down and die? Man, my soul, it hurts. My anger, thirst. Our kids are either entertainers or future victims. Women faulting me because I don't want to be a slave to the system. Who do we supposed to take up this problem with? Ourselves? Why do I feel like I'm being hunted by a system that's supposed to be protecting me? Why am I being hunted by the police? Man, I swear to God I didn't do anything wrong. You swore to God to protect me from harm. Man, you lied. Did you look in the mirror and laugh? Did you thank God he was alone? Praise God because he ran? Man, you let him get away with murder after being recorded on a cell phone, Your Honor. He choked me to death. I am Eric Garner. Left me in my cell in agonizing pain until it was too late for me to be helped. Judge, it took you 3 months to see me. Man, I have sickle cell. Shit, I was in handcuffs when you shot me in the back. Remember that? I am Oscar Grant. And I didn't reach for your gun, you coward. I am Elton Sterling. Stop following me. It looks as if he enjoyed killing me. Don't tell me he auctioned the gun. He wasn't even the police. Man, I am Trayvon Martin. And my mother doesn't recognize me still. I am Emmett Till. Hell, am I guilty here? Or am I born guilty? Why are you doing this to me? I just want to live in peace. Who shall I be next so I can rest in peace? How many racist statues shall I march to next before sniper rifles are fired upon me? Who could I secretly text while I'm in the back of the cop car to ensure someone knows what really happened? Man, who's on our side? And why the hell was our black president so quiet with his actions? Please, somebody tell me why. Where do we go from here? Will it get so bad? No one really knows, care, or worry why we slowly disappear? has killing me become the norm? I am Timor Rice. I am John Crawford. I am, man, who's next? Thank you. On that note, to keep the progression, because I like to think forward. I'm a forward type of thinker. And like that piece was almost like a cry out for help. And there's no too many people. No one can help us but us. You know, and it's a war, it's a fight. So this piece here is called Battle Cries. We fighting for our lives in the midst of each battle cries, well out and paint the pain into the night. Each time the light glows on our heart, there's a stain that weighs our soul, and we're judged by demons. Stay up, my brothers and sisters, we'll be triumphant. So fight for your life, like a shot from a rifle hitting C4. C4 must have spot a checkmate, not gonna fight, then die. What you took a C4? I put my skin on the line at a whim I would fire. For these kids I would die, never scared to alive. Fire on my mind, fight for all sides, time to ride or die. What? Spread your wings and fly, because in us they see God. Upon our kids they fire, pull them close to your heart. Teach them their potential, make the complicated simple. Everywhere is proof, elevate their mental. There's elemental coups plotted by a lot of troops in Denmo. Mind elevation, shit. They coming for you, kinfolk. Without hesitation, then.
Sir, what's your info?
Behind degradation is a trap we've been into, bound by a whole nation in the blood of the temple while kids watching terror, dog. That's fucked up. I keep my mind on my nation. For every race, I'm a pace it. So you comprehend the basis. It's an evil that we're facing. It's a shame. It grows daily. Shit, we let it. So everybody crazy. Forget it, and everybody in a sense lazy. You can't wish it. You got to work and raise a teacher, thriving baby. Man, what is this? This is the truth of life we live in, baby. It's good, bad, gorgeous, and it's ugly. Patience is a virtue that we lacking and we needing lately. Man, get your mind right, because the time's right. There's no satisfaction in a faction that won't fight. Might as well close your eyes for good, because there's no light in a land that wish you construction and destruction. We under construction. Build your community upwards for your freedom, implode, and spontaneous combustion. Yeah, we fighting for our lives in the midst of each battle. Cries well out and paint the pain into the night. And each time the light glows on our heart, there's a stain that weighs our soul, because we're judged by demons. And they say, stay up, my brothers and sisters. You'll be triumphant. Yeah. If we link up, we'll be triumphant. If we fight back, we'll be triumphant. If we believe in one another, we'll be triumphant. And we won't have too many battle cries. Thank you. Education is next. It's like people don't know what's going on. Like, you know, we forget. We get too complacent in the joy that we'll do, but sometimes we just have to realize, man, a lot of these things that was going on, we just get too complacent, man. And we're not educated about a lot of things about our ancestors, our black heritage and everything. For a fact, the capital bird for the United States is the eagle, right? People didn't really know how to use no eagles or raise eagles. They got that from so-called Indians and Native Americans. So it was a conversation that I had, and I was like, dude, we raise eagles, they raise pigeons. And that's how this piece came about. We raise eagles. They raise pigeons. How you can't see why they killed off all our Indians? This just the beginning of their ending. Just look at the system. It tells facts of a fiction and why their reality is pending. Man, y'all gotta be kidding me. Seriously, get into your feelings. We dying off too rapidly to be out here always bullshitting. I'm about my business, professional with it. Tell me where the evil lies is heading on God. I'm gonna leave no witness. Man, why y'all chilling? Why they stealing our children? Next you're gonna tell me, it's cool, chill out, still, that's just business. They raping our women, nigga. Any one of them can get it. You still giving them shave, scared to take opportunities, giving to kill them. Learning their system, growing with the rhythm of your soul being stripped from your spirit, more than willing to disrespect your own women, abusing your children, while these devils hate the fact that you living, teaching you lies of where the truth used to lie, and you going with it. They blinded your guide. So in the fire, you learn to fry. No more third eye, your angel high, because when you rise, your own brother despise. Damn. Willie Lynch sure did a number on us. There we killing our own kind while they hunting who shine. Your hell is their paradise. And you happy they let you slave for a dime, and to become rich, you turn into somebody's bitch. You own very little, and you got the most work put in. And by top of the line from haters who don't mind saying fuck you to your face, yet black-owned products for you are too high, and you just love getting by. And for some reason, always focused on holiday season. Praising monetary values, missing out on family values. Man, we some false God-worshiping heathens. Playing victims, we too easy. For evil, we finger-licking and greedy. Man, they raise pigeons. We train eagles. How y'all can't see why they killing off all our people? Ogun's Mohawk. I'm done. We was born in the dark. It's hard for my brothers to see the light. You got to change in your heart and play your part to better life. Give each a new cause. Teach them when they're young to learn the biz. Watch what they catch on TV because there's images showing kids. That life is a game of mental strains on the brain. Learn to live righteous. They'll gain insight and teach the same. Teach them that love is the mental cure for mental pain. Man, I call on the Lord for all the power and intent for brains. You see that it's right. Act on peace. Don't lose your life because your light is too bright to be creeping deep in this night. And I've growled these words. In the past, I've howled these words. I strike a match and swing my bat in some fat to calm my nerves. Now, I grab the pen and spread the words of gold. Words drip across the paper, sending heat to the cold like elevators. I take your mind up on other levels. Have you yearning for knowledge to forever endeavor. So change in your heart, people. Things have yet to get hectic and change your touring too from being dumb, blind, to dyslexic. We all got to pay attention, but you have to help you. I do this here for the love. I feel I have to. So change your heart. Thank you. My name is Frank Xteele. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be in Berlin to perform for you guys. Frank Xteele on all social media aspects. You spell Steele with an X. That's Xteele. Y'all stay beautiful. One love.
Please give it up for Frank Xteele one more time. Woo! What a great opening. Hello, brother. How you doing? Looking beautiful, looking handsome. I was already looking at you when I was on stage. I was like, he came right up to the front row. Oh, I love it. Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
Jeff.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff. Oh, wait, you're the cousin of Douglas. You're Douglas' elder brother. I know this guy. This is how I always embarrass myself at Poetry Beats. I was like, oh, wow, looking sexy, looking handsome. I was like, oh, I'm actually your friend's son. That actually happened to me, like, that really happened to me. I was like, wow, I haven't seen you in like 5 years. You're grown. What? Shout out on Icy. So what I'm gonna do right now is ask Jeff to pick a poem from this bowl. I guess people that have been here, they know what's up. So I just like pick a random person or not so random person like Jeff. He's not so random. And they pick up one of the poems that I chose, one of my favorite poems, and they read it out. And also, when I'm gonna go around, please don't touch the mic. I thought you were gonna help me with the sentence. Okay. Usually the audience just helps me like finish all the sentences, so that's what I'm expecting from you. Anyways, please give it up for Jeff. So I think people need to see your face. So like, why are you so shy? Our Nigerian brother. Whenever you're ready. Okay.
I'm going to read it out.
Are you all going to be quiet? Okay, thank you.
What I thought was love in me, I found 1,000 instances as fear of the tweed shadow winding around the chair, a distant music of dozen birds rattling in the cold. Wherever I go to claim my flesh, there are entrances of spirit. Amiri Baraka, 1934 to 2014.
Thank you, Jeff. Give it up. Wow. You have a beautiful voice, too. You can keep it. You can keep it. Thank you for your efforts of performing. Oh, chill. Oh, und was ich auch immer vergesse, ist, ich laber die ganze Zeit auf Englisch und vergesse meine deutschen Brüder und Schwestern. Es tut mir so leid. Wow, wie viele deutsche Brüder und Schwestern haben wir eigentlich hier? Huhu! Sag mal, wir sind hier. Hey! What I notice about German, like when people of color or like black people speak German, it just sounds so much like melodic. I don't know, there's something. I just knew that that was a black person who said that. So I'm gonna switch between languages. I usually always go up with like English, and I'm German actually. So I should be, you know, bringing in some Deutsch without any translation, because I got no time for that. So if you see me like, if you hear me like switching up to German, it's all good. We're in Germany. I know it's a very weird language, but you know, I'm gonna give it my own like swag to it. Aachener swag. NRW swag. Ja, also bei Poetry Meets geht es halt auch so sehr viel so um das Miteinander, und deswegen machen wir halt immer diese Sessions zwischendurch mit der Pick a Poem, wo der Jeff jetzt so schön vorgelesen hat. Es wird auch so weitergehen, also es gibt so 4 Leute, die ich glaube ich jetzt schon ausgesucht habe, die auf jeden Fall lesen werden. The Pick a Poem session is a thing that I do because I want to involve you as the audience, and I need you to be like present, you know, not only as like gazing people. Cool. I like that some of you like, you know, gave Frank some feedback. That was cool. You can be louder. Like, you have the freedom to like laugh. You have the freedom to, you know, scream. Like, bring out all your emotions. Yes. Yes. Lasst es raus. Alles muss raus. Das ist der Space dafür. Just so you know. Ich weiß, man geht in Restaurants und die sagen, können wir bitte leise sein? Bitte aufhören zu lachen. Und Deutschland mag es manchmal nicht, euch lachen zu sehen. Hier könnt ihr das. Just giving you a heads up. You can indulge yourself in this performance, and it's also beautiful for the artist to have like that feedback, especially as a poet. We're gonna continue with some poetry. And we're gonna continue with some, I guess there's gonna be some German poems in there too. Some Spanish. We're gonna continue with one of my closest friends in Berlin. He taught me how to DJ. He taught me like how to be cool. Der coolste Hamburger, den es gibt. Der krasseste. Ich werde jetzt weiter dir Blumen geben und du sei leise. Der krasseste Painter, Vinyl Selector, Radio Host, Poet. Er macht alles und er ist einfach ein wunderbarer Mensch und das ist das Allerkrasseste an ihm. Venezuelan, Hamburger poet Denis Faneites. Please give it up for Denis.
Hallo, 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 hallo. Hey. Also erstmal muss ich einiges klarstellen. Ich habe schon wieder vergessen. Ja, Denis Faneites. Und ich bin aus Hamburg hierher gezogen, aber ich komme von überall. Also, hört ihr mich? Okay, das ist okay. Ja, ich glaube, ich fange mal an. Das ist alles ein bisschen persönlicher und so. Und die ich rausgesucht habe, die habe ich halt bei mir zu Hause. Da ist cozy und ja. Und manchmal verändert sich die Temperatur von einem Gedicht. Und es macht da Sinn in der Küche, aber dann da wieder nicht und so. Und ich weiß es nicht, ich lasse es einfach fließen. Und wie viel verstehen Deutsch? Oh, das sind zu viele, es ist zu persönlich. Okay, let's go. Oh, ich bin so schlecht in Komplimente annehmen, also wirklich. Komplimente, nein, brauche ich nicht. Ach, das? Ja, das brauche ich nicht, danke. Juwelen des Lebens. Ich grabe Diamanten aus, schleife und poliere sie. Jedes Mal, wenn der Staub des Alltags sich legt, der Nebel der Gewohnheit verfliegt. Ich bin der Gräber, Blutdiamanten gesiebt aus dem Dreck und ich spüle den Schlamm von der Seele. Wie ein Trinker. Ich schreibe wie ein 60 Jahre alter Trinker, der so einiges gesehen hat. Weil ich einiges gesehen habe. Schlagzeilen, die Angst verbreiten, daneben Anzeigen, die ein Gegenmittel anpreisen. Natürlich habe ich mitbekommen, dass die Welt untergeht, seit Jahrhunderten schon. Und doch kann ich nur schreiben wie ein 60 Jahre alter Trinker, der fast alles schon irgendwann, irgendwo mal gesehen hat. Das Pastellblau der Wolken bei der Abenddämmerung, wie es mit der roten Leuchtreklame des Ladens an der Ecke verschmilzt. Was willst du mir erzählen, was ich nicht schon erahnt habe in den Stunden ohne Suff? Denn ich trinke nicht oder selten, aber ich schreibe so, als würde ich es tun. Transition. Ich bin immer in einer Übergangsphase, komme nie an. Jahre reihen sich an, Jahre und ich warte auf Ruhe. Phasen, Posttrauma ist Prätrauma, Ebbe und Flut, niemals Ruhe zum Verschnaufen. Kein Kreislauf, weil ich nicht im Kreis lauf. Progress, Heilung. Die Heilung der Seele verläuft in einer Spirale langsam, nur langsam aufwärts. Ein Schritt vor, 2 Schritt zurück. Ein Schritt vor, 2 Schritt zurück. Ein Schritt vor, 2 Schritt zurück. Ich habe so viele kleine dabei. Das Kästchen, La Cajita. Ich will dir schreiben in der Sprache meiner Ahnen, doch all die Worte und Grammatik sind in meinem Herzen vergraben in einem kleinen Kästchen und den kleinen Schlüssel für das Schloss habe ich schon früher als Kind verschluckt. Nur Schrei und Gewalt, ein dunkler Fleck in meinem Gedächtnis, kein Lachen oder Poesie, so verbannte ich sie auf ewig. Ich habe geschrieben aus Schmerz und Mangel an Geld und Liebe, nie aus Freude am Leben. Und jetzt habe ich Freude am Leben doch und will schreiben, sodass du verstehst, will die Worte meiner Ahnen aus dem Kästchen nehmen. Hier hat man was Längeres. Das ist ein sehr guter Freund. Also das fing an, um auch ein bisschen zu füllen, irgendwie mit Story und Background-Infos, weil so viele Gedichte an einem Stück, das kann sich keiner reinziehen. Ich habe Jumi kennengelernt, weil Jumi zu einem Event kam, wo ich auch mal gehostet habe und hin und wieder Sachen vorgetragen habe wie diese. Und das war so was Ähnliches. Das war so ein Safe Space, da gab es das Wort Safe Space noch gar nicht, glaube ich. Ja, gab es nicht. Und ich bin mega, mega stolz, irgendwie das zu sehen, was daraus entstanden ist. Also diese Veranstaltung, die gab es vielleicht auch nur 2 Jahre. Und jeder, der sie kennt, es ist einfach so Legende. Aber zu sehen, was daraus wächst oder gewachsen ist der Hammer. Und ja. Und dass ich immer noch wieder aus dem Ruhestand, weil ich bin Maler, ich schreibe eigentlich gar nicht mehr. Was ihr hört, ist so gesammelte 9 Jahre irgendwie, ist echt, ist gut, weil ich trete nur hier auf oder bei Azadeh, die da hinten sitzt und auch eine sehr schöne Veranstaltung hat. Ja, genau. Und deswegen, ihr beide seid die Einzigen, die mich aus dem Ruhestand kriegen. Und dort habe ich ein Stück geschrieben, 2013, denke ich, irgendwie, und ein Freund von mir, der auch da aufgetreten ist, immer bei dieser Poetry-Reihe, der meinte, kriege ich den Text, er ist Zeichner auch, kriege ich den Text? Ich so, ja, ich gebe ihm den Text, und er hat mir dann ein halbes Jahr später dieses Comic-Heft in die Hand gedrückt und hat es bebildert. Und ich habe zum ersten Mal Bilder gesehen zu dem, was ich geschrieben habe. Und es waren zwar nicht meine Bilder, aber es waren andere Bilder. Das ist so, wie wenn man komponiert ein Lied, man singt es, man spielt es, aber du wirst es halt nie hören, wie jemand, der es eben nicht komponiert und geschrieben hat und gesungen hat und tralala. Und das war cool. Wir haben das, glaube ich, auch noch animiert. Und wo hatten wir das aufgeführt? Poetry Meets. Ballhaus Naunin. Ja, so. Also, this one is a classic piece. Ich lese das Comic, ich sehe die Bilder hier nicht. Selbstgespräch. Und ich sprach mit betäubten Seelen, die sich auf ein niedriges Lohnniveau eingependelt hatten, ihres Potenzials gewahr, jedoch ohne die nötige Kraft zur Überwindung. Wir sprachen darüber, dass das ständige Wiederholung das einzige Korrektiv sei und dass Kaffee und Kippen schon reichen, um über den Tag zu kommen. Und ich sprach mit mir. Ich sprach eines Abends, es war in Los Angeles, unter klarem Nachthimmel mit einem persischen Wissenschaftler über die Galaxie als Scheibe, schwarz-weiße Menschen und die 4. Dimension bei einer Tasse und einem gut durchgebratenen Stück Steak. Und ich sprach mit mir. Ich sprach eines Winters mit meinem Vater. In seinem Zimmer bei Kerzenlicht, und wo die Heizung sein sollte, da war sie nicht, aber er hörte mich nicht oder verstand nicht, was ich sagte, und mein Herz schwieg den Rest des Abends, und es war, als spräche ich mit mir. Ich sprach mit einer Gehörlosen, und sie hatte mehr zu sagen als alle, die bisher meinen Weg kreuzten. Nur schien es, als lief ihr die Zeit davon in 7 Meilenstiefeln. Schien es, als würde ihr das Herz implodieren, wenn sie nicht zeitig in Worte fassen würde, welch Gier nach Leben in ihm wütet. Und ich sprach mit mir. Ich sprach mit meinen bloßen Händen, sprach mit geritzten Armen, verheulten Gesichtern, sprach mit Rasierklingen und Bierflaschen, mit alten Jazzplatten, mit Motoren, Zylindern in Maschinenräumen, mit gezogenen Pistolen und Schlagstöcken zu verzerrten Gitarren. Und ich sprach mit mir. Ich sprach mit Drake, Pollock, Chara, der mit einem Lied auf den Lippen starb, nicht wie mein Wellensittich, der einfach von der Stange fiel, als es nichts mehr Neues gab. Und ich fand ihn im Käfig liegend, nahm meinen Schirm, ging hinaus und sprach mit den Hunden und Katzen, die vom Himmel regneten. Und ich sprach mit mir. Und als ich mit dir sprechen wollte, damit du bleibst und für mich sprichst, wenn ich einmal keinen Laut mehr hervorbringen kann, da fehlten mir die Worte. Und ich wusste nicht, ob du nur siehst, wer ich bin oder ob du weißt, wer ich sein werde. Und ich schwieg. So. Jetzt noch ein paar kleine und dann. Was macht die Liebe? Was macht die Liebe, Leute? Die Liebe in Zeiten von Corona. Sie läuft. Was macht die Liebe? Liebe tut, bringt dich ins Tun. Liebe wartet nicht auf den Anruf, der nicht kommt, tagelang, wochenlang. Liebe ruft an, ganz leise, zaghaft und ist stumm am Telefon, denn Liebe hat nicht viel zu sagen. Liebe will dich nur atmen hören. Liebe, you can do it. Feel free. It's a safe space. Liebe tut, bringt dich ins Tun und du tust Dinge, die du lange nicht getan hast, denn es war doch keine Liebe da und wo keine Liebe ist, da kann nichts entstehen. Liebe tut, bringt dich ins Tun, tut dir gut, denn wenn du tust, was Schmerz und Leid dir lange Zeit verwehrt haben, dann wird alles gut. Vollmond. Ich habe diese Tage immer vor Vollmond. Mir bleibt die Luft weg, enge, faule Gedanken, Gift im Kopf, Traurigkeit gleitet sanft über meinen Körper wie ein Leichentuch. Ich weiß, es ist temporär, denn immer vor Vollmond habe ich diese Tage. Ich nenne sie meine Tage, denn sie gehören mir, zu mir und niemand außer mir kann das verstehen. Und immer dann, auf die Minute, wenn der Mond voll wird, ist alles wieder gut. Scheiße. Jeden Monat geht das so. Und bitte, bitte, Alter, frag mich nicht, was mit mir bei Neumond passiert. Der ist morgen übrigens. In der Waage. Yep. Löffelchen. Es wird lustiger gegen Ende. Ja? Ich möchte, dass ihr Spaß habt. Löffelchen. Es geht um den Löffel. Es geht ums Löffeln. Bist du kleiner Löffel oder bist du großer Löffel? Biege den Löffel. Gibt es den Löffel? Oder bist du der Löffel? Verbiegst du dich oder lässt du dich verbiegen? Am Ende ist es egal. Du bist krumm und verbogen, du Idiot. What? Positionen heißt das nächste. Segway. Das wäre eine Idee. Ich bräuchte einen Segway und einfach hier im Kreis immer und Gedichte sitzen. Das ist gut, merke ich mir. Bin ich noch nie gefahren. Position. Position zu beziehen ist schlecht fürs Geschäft. Es sei denn, dein Geschäft ist es, Position zu beziehen. Dann hast du die Wahl, eine zu wählen, die gut für dein Geschäft ist. Also überleg dir gut, was du sagst und tust und bitte denke ganzheitlich, du Heuchler oder Heuchlerin. Könnt ihr noch? Okay. Ich habe hier noch ein lustiges, glaube ich. Alles in Ordnung. Alles in Ordnung. Alles okay. Alles in Ordnung. Meine Großmutter sagte immer, Ordnung ist das halbe Leben. Sie hat immer nur geputzt, ihr ganzes Leben. Vom Boden essen überhaupt kein Problem. Staubschichten nicht zu sehen, steril und antiseptisch. Meine Mutter hasst es zu putzen, schon ihr ganzes Leben lang. Den Boden im Keller konntest du nie sehen, alles Haufen voller Probleme, ich schieb es auf ihren Aszendenten. Bei mir verhält es sich anders, denn gesetzt den Fall, ich werde 78, habe ich mein halbes Leben lang aufgeräumt. Und wow, was war das für ein Chaos? Innen, außen, Deus mio. Aber jetzt Ist alles ordentlich, gemütlich und schön. Ist alles in Ordnung. Anfang und Ende. Ich will nichts mit dir anfangen, dann nimmt es erst einmal seinen Anfang, so findet es auch sein Ende. Irgendwann. Und ich würde nicht wollen, dass es jemals endet. Ich will nichts mit dir anfangen. Dann nimmt es erst einmal seinen Anfang, so findet es auch sein Ende irgendwann. Und ich würde nicht wollen, dass es jemals endet. Ich will nochmal was mit dir anfangen, dann nimmt es nochmal seinen Anfang und Ende. Toxisch, /Karma, /Lehrstunde. Ja, das sind so die Buzzwords. Ihr seid alle zu viel auf Instagram. Nein, ich bin zu viel auf Instagram. Immer wieder wirfst du dich rein, hoffst, es ist für immer und sie scheint, als wäre sie perfekt. Derselbe Weg, derselbe Kampf, zwei gegen den Rest und ihr tanzt zum selben Lied am Morgen, nur umhüllt von der Felldecke in der Mitte des kleinen Wohnzimmers. Und draußen Wolkenwasser und ich wählte sie, denn ihr wollte ich niemals wehtun, wie den anderen. Und so tat sie mir weh, wie ich den anderen. Oh weh, Karma. Wow. Oh, das ist ein bisschen schadenfroh. Alles in Ordnung. Alles in Ordnung. Ja, ich habe, glaube ich, nur noch eins. Yep. Ja, habe ich heute Morgen auch überlegt. Weiß ich nicht. Okay, sind doch zwei. Moment, ich muss mich kurz sortieren. Okay. Den Titel, das heißt Nietzsche und ich weiß gar nicht mehr warum. Wahrscheinlich um intellektuell zu klingen. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Es hat irgendwie, I don't know. Schreiben, reden, leben, um uns zu erinnern. Um uns zu erinnern, dass wir Kinder der Sterne sind, dass es Dinge gibt, die wir nicht sehen können wollen, weil wir verlernt haben zu sehen. Erinnern an die Sterne in uns. Uns erinnern daran, dass wir auf der Suche sind nach unserem Ebenbild. Ich erkenne dich, ich erkenne dich, ich erkenne dich, ich erkenne dich wieder. Wir haben uns schon mal gesehen, erkannt, gekannt, vor Jahrhunderten, zwischen Raum und Zeit. Zu groß für uns alleine. Liebe in Zeiten von Corona. Spontaner Subtitel. Die Welt ist zu groß für uns beide alleine, jeder für sich. Vergiss nicht, wir haben eine Liste, die es abzuarbeiten gilt und sie erweitert sich jeden Augenblick. Um einen Augenblick, um einen Augenblick, um einen Augenblick, um einen Augenblick, um einen Augenblick. Komm, wir tauschen Gebrauchsanweisungen aus. Du kriegst meine und ich deine. Die Welt geht unter, Corona und so weiter. Doch das alles wäre nur zu viel für uns beide. Blieben wir alleine und könnten es nicht teilen. Danke. Bleibt gesund. Denis Faneites.
Nicht Faneites? Oops. Give it up, give it up, give it up! Denis Faneites. Ich dachte immer Faneites. Faneites. Wow. Wow. Hablo Español, aber ja, nächstes Mal. Tut mir sehr leid an die Latinx-Community. Die hier so, doch! Any Latinx, yes, see? Chile, Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia, Brazil. Oh, Brasileira, okay, Brasileiro, okay, nice. Siehst du? Alles represented hier. Okay, wir machen hier mal weiter. In der Zeit kann sich NANGHITI, unser Special Guest, schon mal ready machen. So I'm gonna go around and I hope that, oh my God, look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her. Now look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. Hey, beautiful. Looking good. You know what's up? No, I was looking at you. I mean, but I was like, you are beautiful. He's cool. And you beautiful. You both beautiful, but I was looking at you. Okay. You ready to read? Ja. Du kannst auch Deutsch, ne? Dann können wir auch auf Deutsch flirten. Nein, Spaß. Wir können auf Deutsch reden. Ich scanne schon für die nächste Person. Also erstmal, wie heißt du?
Mona.
Mona, please give it up for Mona. Willst du sitzen? Willst du aufstehen? Okay, so wie du willst.
Okay. Gib Gefühlen neue Bedeutungen. Habe dabei keine Angst vor Enttäuschungen. Prüfe, zweifle, tank Überzeugungen. Hol mich zurück, wenn ich zu sehr am Träumen bin. Ein Loslösen aus einer tiefen Verkrampfung. Das Loslassen eines noch tieferen Standpunkts. Manchmal ist es nötig zu sterben, um der Seele nicht töricht zu werden. Ich mache aus Schwächen persönliche Stärken. Doch erst muss ich diese natürlich bemerken. Ich baue mir eine neue Identität, die meine Gegenwart hin zu meinen Zielen bewegt. MEOW.
Vielen Dank, Mona. Okay. Another beautiful sister. You know I'm looking at you. Oh my God, don't even try. What's your name?
Bronwyn.
Ooh, okay, Bronwyn. Damn, I like that name already. You don't, but if it's in German, you can take another one. It's English, perfect. Okay, y'all ready for Bronwyn? Yeah? This is already a performance, you know that?
Whether they gather, brothers will call each other brother, as they promise to be better fathers, nod to each other like birds in prayer, recognizing that they are brothers.
By Mark Mushiva. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you can keep it. Like how you used to do with money? Yes, that's the safest place. You too. I can't believe my eyes. Kilote. Shall feel like what? Kujameta. Abio. Mashio. Couché. Okay, Jalo. Ofelo, tita. Okay. Ka poem ye jare kilo shiego. Ka poem vaya kilo de. DJ. So this is Yoruba. DJ kilo shiego. This is a singer. Kilo shiego. This is okay, so who speaks Yoruba in here? Oh, wow. So it's just a thing between three of us. Let me just... I'm so sorry. So basically, I know these two. And they're like ghosts. I haven't seen them since 1.5 years. They usually perform at Poetry Meets. They're amazing singer-songwriter duo. I don't know why you're talking while I'm talking. Yoruba? Hey! What's going on here? Just stand up and read this, Jerry. Okay, guys, we're speaking too much Yoruba here. Like, we just zoning into our Nigerianness. Okay, Habib. So basically, this is Kudus, and this is Habib. And they're gonna be superstars because they're amazing singer-songwriters. I just have to give people their flowers where it's due. I don't know what they've been doing the past 2 years, not ignoring me, ignoring my text message, what's up, Facebook, email. I don't know how you even knew about today. I thought you were in Lagos or something like that. Anyways, yeah, so Kudus has been in Yoruba basically just saying that he doesn't want to read it out because he's shy. He's an artist though. Anyways, let's go. Habib. Huh. You're next though. Tenre rimbi bye. Ah. I want more Yoruba, I want pop me by. Ah. Oh wow, I just said that in Yoruba. Wow. I'm sorry. Okay, are you ready, Habib?
Meine Liebe in deinem Mund, dein Feuer in meinem Schoß, Schweißperlen auf der Haut, ich lausche nicht mehr. Auf Zeichen von dir, hole deine Briefe hervor, schaue deine Bilder an, Diskussion mit dir bis nach Mitternacht, Visionen zwischen uns, Kinder lachen zu uns. Mai Amin, 1960, 1996.
Vielen Dank. Give it up proper for my Yoruba squad. Damn, Nanghithi, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me just properly announce our very, very special guest. Everybody, are you here? If you are here, let me say, yeah. Wow, people are awake. That Yoruba section gave you some life. I'll tell David Debrah, who's actually doing the recordings here. Shout out, David. I will tell him to put some subtitles for that conversation. So if you are streaming it, you can see what we were actually yarning. Oh, wow. I just switched to Pidgin English. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. Das passiert so schnell, dieses Code-Switching. Wer kennt das, Code-Switching? Ja, das geht, ne? Man verliert sich. Ah, okay. Special guest. This lady right here, this beautiful lady who walked in so gracefully, she's one of the most underestimated singer-songwriters ever. And she's like a hidden gem. The first time I saw Nanghithi perform, I think it was like a little bar, a jazz bar. And I was like, oh my God, what planet brought you here? She's mesmerizing. She's everything. I just adore her voice, and I'm just waiting for that EP or album to drop. No pressure. No pressure. But yeah, she's really good. Okay, no, I won't put pressure. You listen, you hear it. Singer-songwriter, Surinamese-Caribbean represent. Nanghithi, everybody, please.
That was really nice to hear. So my name is Nanghithi, and I moved to Berlin now 6 years ago. Jimmy was actually one of the first people who booked me to play, and at that time I wasn't really making music. I was mainly, getting in trouble. The last few months, and this is from all honesty, have been very challenging. It was really difficult to see something that I've seen before, which is, anger. The only way that I know how to deal with it is to know myself. Now, with that being said, I'm learning how to get closer to myself, you know what I mean? And in that, I now know there is no such thing as good and bad. Because I would have been maybe written off or exiled a long time ago. And that's how I learned how to forgive. Because I know myself. This song that I want to share with you is one of the first songs that I wrote when I came in Berlin. The song is called I Feel God. I must confess, I haven't been honest these years. Without you were hard. I must confess, I have felt lonely, and that my tears never really dried. No more chance to say you've hurt me. I've died over 1,000,000 times. Today, I am God. I've died over 1,000,000 times. Today I am God. I've died over 1,000,000 times. I must confess, I haven't been honest. I've watched you playing Russian roulette, but this time the bullet fits just perfect, and I'm still alive, but I much rather die. Today I am God. I've died 1,000,000 times. Today, oh, I am God. I've died. Dankeschön. Thank you so much. I wrote it because I felt like there is nothing really that someone can say or really do that can kill you. I just realized it. And for that, today I feel God, because I've died over 1,000,000 times. Dankeschön. So the next song is called, I said first like love is pain. That's how I saved it. But then I changed it to love is also pain, because love is many things, I feel. So all of this, that's why I'm with a band, you know, and that's also nice, and I really miss that. But now I have the laptop, and it's also nice, you know. GarageBand, can really recommend it, you know, to play around. And you know what I love about, you know, shows like these is that you can just show what you really intended to share, you know. If I bring my demos to the studio, talking about that EP, that's still, you know, yeah, I don't feel pressured though. I'm just, you know, pulling my hair out. But you bring it to a producer and they're like, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna change this, do that, and you're listening to the song towards the end, you're like, damn, that's a completely different song. I don't know if I should bring that out because it's so far from what I wanted. I haven't figured out the right mixture yet, you know? So then you get very perfectionistic, and I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of artists here, and you know what I mean. So this song is called Love is Also Pain. I smile until it hurts me. I give until it hurts me. Until it hurts me. Until it hurts me. Thank you. One of the reasons why it's, you know, it's not that I'm shy, it's just more that often I'm afraid to say what I really want to say. And, you know, I think one of the reasons why I was so afraid to bring out stuff is because you feel like no one is sitting there waiting to hear it, you know? You know, and that's from the purest honesty. So sometimes I feel like it's better to just keep it for myself, and it really doesn't work. Yeah, I figured that out. But mostly the stuff that I have are like smaller stuff. You know, they're ideas, they're sketches, they're moments of poetry, they're moments of writing whatever the spirit is telling you to write, and then just writing it down. The last song I want to do is called Silence Speaks. Silence Speaks. I don't know what to say about that, but it just says it all, basically. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm sleeping next to breaks. Every bite tastes like ashes. I wish I was stronger than this to bear the taste of silence. Oh, it's no lesson in running a mile for someone who doesn't give a damn. Chains form whenever we choose to roam as ghosts in others' land. Silence speaks. Yeah. Oh. Silence speaks loud and clear. Oh, yeah, yeah. Keeps on screaming loud and clear. Keeps on screaming loud and clear. Keeps on screaming loud and clear. Yeah, it speaks. Now see. Lessons are in everything. I saw a car hit the wall. When I looked up, I saw same car change directions. Oh, there's no lesson in breaking the hedge over a jigsaw puzzle. Now finish the puzzle and walk out of the maze. Oh, silence speaks. Yeah. Silence speaks loud and clear. Oh, keeps on screaming, yeah, loud and clear. Keeps on screaming, so loud, loud and clear. Mm-hmm. Keeps on screaming, so loud, loud and clear. Mm-hmm. It speaks, yeah. Oh, silence speaks. Yeah, it speaks. Silence speaks loud and clear. Oh, yeah. Keeps on screaming, so loud at my ear. 1,000 voices telling me what are you doing over and over again, but still. See, Nanghithi, what do you think you are? A perfect person, someone who knows it all. See, you're here to live your life, you know, with its ups and downs, tears and all, and you're crying all over the floor. Your heart is gonna be broken a few times, but you're gonna laugh, and you're gonna smile, and you're gonna feel that it's okay to be. It's just okay to be, you know. Take it day by day, with grace. Oh yeah, I'm hearing the voices protecting me and telling me don't make the same mistakes. But you know I gotta go through it. I gotta go through it. I gotta go through the same things over and over again until I learn to stand up for myself. Until I learn me first. Oh, it keeps on. It keeps on screaming loud and clear. It keeps on screaming loud and speaks. Dankeschön. Thank you so much. Dankeschön. I'm so proud of every one of you. Really. If it wasn't for the grace. Thank you. If it wasn't for the grace of each and every single person here in this room, if it wasn't for the grace of each and every one of you, if it wasn't because of the grace of each and every one of you, none of this would be possible. So therefore, I thank you. Have a great, great evening. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Nangiti. Please give it up one more time for Nangiti. Oh yeah, I'm just. Okay. Please, book her. That's all I can say. Oh, that's a stance. Or. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is yours, okay. All right. So I'm doing like a lot of things at the same time, as you can tell. Oh, thank you, Nana. By the way, Nana, can you stand up one more time, please? Sie stand die ganze Zeit, right? Dann zieht sie auch noch ihre Maske an. Get up. Everybody, this is Nana. Please make some proper noise for Nana. She's the founder of the very first Black-owned, women-led beauty agency in Germany. The very first. Concentrating on hair, cosmetics, like anything a black person needs that we've been waiting for. Like, you don't need to go back to London to get that hair product or skin product. She's been like ripping up the scene of Germany's beauty industry and like standing up for the community, and she's like my personal hero, and I think like she's the community's hero. And without her, this wouldn't even happen. like she's literally a hero. If you've heard of CurlCon, have you heard of CurlCon? Yeah, very good. So the next one is from the 31st of October till the 1st of November. And you can still register online, right? It's going to be virtual, and it's still going to be dope. Because anything Nana touches is dope. Okay, yeah. You want to read one? No. Okay, you want to... Okay, Nana is actually going to choose someone from the audience. Yes, you're going to do that for us. Go ahead, choose. I'll just follow you. 1.5 meter Abstand. Nana Edison, everybody. She's walking through the cores of people looking for the next candidate to read a poem in English or German. And she has chosen the beautiful sister in red. What's your name?
Anna.
Please give it up for Anna. Okay. Concentration. Listen to Anna's voice. Are you ready? She's so ready. Oh, damn. Let's go.
Was bist du mir? Was ist mir der Klang deiner Stimme? Was ist mir dein Geruch vor unserer Umarmung und dein Duft in unserer Umarmung und nach ihr? Was bist du mir? Was bin ich dir? Was bin ich? Oh, Erich Fried.
Vielen, vielen Dank, Anna. Damn. The creme de la creme, aka what we call the headliner, the finisher. Are you people ready to be blown away, to be listening to her album on repeat? Really? Okay, but you'll definitely check her out online. Her name is Natalie Greffel. She's a jazz artist, a multi-instrumentalist, a vocalist, arranger, composer, name it. Name it. Lover, baker. Are you single too, or? She's single! Okay, she is single. And ready to mingle. So, Liebe in Zeiten von Corona. Zitat Denis Faneites. Yeah, and she got her drummer, Eric Vaughn, the legend, the OG, founder of the Naked Jazz session. I don't know if anyone has been there. If you've not been there, then you certainly missed out on, yeah, it's, for me personally, like one of the best music sessions and shows that I used to go like on a, like almost like routinely. And it's an honor to have Eric Vaughn and Natalie as a duo on this stage in these times. Be ready for some Portuguese, Afro-Brazilian, Mozambican vibes. Okay, be ready for surprise.
Yo, that's here, that's over here.
Okay, everything is in there. I don't know what's going on. I'm definitely I'll buy the album right now, because I know that I'm gonna listen to that Afro-Brazilian vibes, and she has some more vinyl going on. And CDs, how much are the CDs? 10 euros. I hope you got your monies on check, just like me. How much are the vinyl? The 15. Yeah, this people are looking at me like, is she rich? I only have 50s in here. Oh. You trust me?
I trust you. I will find you.
Okay, very good. Woo. Thank you. You can hold it. Yeah, you can hold it.
I'll put it in my phone.
All right, everybody, get this album, please. Stream the music and now make some marvelous noise. Macht mal bitte Lärm. Jetzt muss ich auch mal ein bisschen auf Deutsch reden hier. Für Natalie Greffel und Eric Vaughn on the drums.
Good evening. I think I need a bit more sound. Can you hear me? Okay, because I think the monitor is a bit low. I don't know if something was changed, but that's gonna be a messy situation if it's not working well. Yes. So the whole thing about the Afro-Brazilian mix-up is because I'm a complex human being, And the album was written at a time when I was trying to connect beyond the textbooks of what it meant to just be a black person who has parts of me being taken away from the continent and then being put somewhere else to rediscover who they are. And coming from a place that was colonized by the Portuguese, Mozambique, and speaking Portuguese. Hey! Okay, that's a lot. Okay, wow. I always wanted to connect to more people who had a similar experience or had a similar history, particularly through the language. So I studied music in Brazil for half a year and tried to get to know as much I could about my people, the black people in Brazil, particularly Rio, their history. And that's what this album is about. I, today, have been also studying jazz for quite a minute and has learned also a bit under Eric Vaughn here, and this is just I would say a public service announcement. We're just bringing you the jazz from the U.S. No Afro-Brazilian, no albums, just and I think the point that's what I chose to do is because it's poetry meets jazz. So I was immediately, let's go to the jazz and let's go to Eric Vaughn, who has kindly agreed to participate. And so these pieces that we're doing today are just trying to give you an idea about what we find are important pieces. There are so many, but that can kind of give you a little bit of that about jazz and about how it's not only, I think, how I came to jazz was Billie Holiday singing, which is, I love her, but she was kind of portrayed in this by the Cafe Mood CD. You go to a cafe and you're listening to this jazz in the background. That's kind of the association you have, particularly sitting in Europe. And I think the more I've studied it, the more it becomes more deep and more profound. I don't even think I can represent today how deep this goes. But luckily, some people did, and they are called the Last Poets. You know them? Right. So we want to do poetry and jazz today. The Last Poets are some African-American poets that came up during the 1960s in the US. And they were working very hard on just producing so much love and art within the music. And they are the earliest influences of hip-hop. So it's it runs deep. They had all these poems that just described the black experience in the US and then connected it with jazz, with the history prior to jazz, everything that was connected to being just a black person living like that, living in a society like the US. And they wrote this one piece that's called Bird's Words. And Bird is a saxophone player from the 40s, Charlie Parker. And this piece is literally the blackest jazz public service announcement that I can ever offer you today. It just lists a bunch of jazz musicians and their legacy to jazz. And we hope you can follow. Usually we do it with a pianist and a bassist. I'm not going to play bass. It's going to be extra if I have to. I just can't. But I hope you can follow. And if you know some of it, we're going to sing a little bit, add some texture. It's going to be, what do you think it's going to be, Eric?
Well, it's a timeline, like she said, and some of the names you will recognize, and if you don't recognize the tunes, it's when you go home, you Google everything else, right? So yeah, check some of these people out, but this is a chronological tour through the history of jazz. Of course, not from the very beginning, because we don't go all the way back to field slave songs. We start in the 30s, 40s. And we don't come all the way up into modern jazz, but there's a lot of folks here. You'll hear some names that you are familiar with and maybe even recognize our interpretation of snippets. A lot of information. Pay attention. Right?
And then, Ma Rainey spread black news by way of the backwater blues. Boom, 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 Bessie Smith picked up on it and spread the word through music and song. And then the message passed on to Chick Webb, King Oliver, Buddy Bolden, and Jelly Roll Morton, and they played the word and passed it along to Louis Armstrong. Hi. Fats Navarro, Charlie Ventura, Roy Eldridge, and Fats Waller, who was known to holler. The joint is jumping with the fat man's joy as everybody started stomping at the Savoy. Da, la, la, and then the word grew strong as the immortal bird came along. Here you go. And blew all the blackness that was true with some bebop brand new, turning everybody on with his unforgettable horn. As Lester Young became the first press of our race, and we turned and tuned and turned around and dug the beautiful face of Billie Holiday. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it's still its news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. As Billy began to sing praises to the black man's thing, the good brother Monk threw in some funk so that the world would see and always would see what he is, a genius creatively. Then Miles began to set new styles that put our miles ahead. As Dizzy set us free to be ourselves and ride to heaven from hell in the latest El Dorado, coming far to carry us home. Then Dinah sang finer, and Duke and Ella rode to fame, going to Harlem on the A train to go up to Sugar. We were up in Harlem. And we turned into Charles Mingus's bass, setting a soulful pace that let us taste the down sound that find our hearts beating to the voice and drum of Abby Lincoln and Max Roach and their hip approach to blackness. Then Eddie Jefferson crooned an original tune as Lambert, Hendrick, and Ross scattered a new chorus, and we sampled King Pleasure's Treasures and listened to James Moody's Moans. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. And then Dr. Dynamite drums of Brother Philly Joe Jones. As Mill Jackson played the vibes and leads and strides with MJ queued up them that sped right into sophisticated funkiness. Meanwhile, Sonny Rollins was building a bridge for us to leave behind our grief for the soulful relief. To find our black minds to tune in on Bud Powell, who played the piano with funky hands as he filled the seats and made them stand on funky nights down Birdland. Then the mighty Hawk made his horn talk, and we heard Baby Ray say, "Baby, what I say? Baby, what I say? You make me feel so good now. Oh, you make me feel so good now. Hey, baby, what I say?" And jammed the set to Dick or Ned. As Art Blakey broke free, spreading the message to you and me, to Dick on the trumpet of KD, Kenny Dorman that is, as we broaden our range and counted our chains with Facey, as Earl Father Hines blew our minds, and Eddie Harris bent our ears, talking about listen here, look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And Eric Dolphy made his stand with a side called Iron Man. And Gene Ammons told his soul, and we mined Horace of Silver. That bought funky gold. Then Oscar Brown and Joe Williams got down, and we spun around, 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 and Dogs Clifford Brown, wowing a sweet funky sound of soul with a rhythm of gold, and along 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 and along, and along came Train, who blew all the pain, 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 in the name of all the black people on the planet Earth and all the stars in the cosmic universe. As for the play, he flew to the east to destroy the beast and bring back peace to black people. And everybody heard the majestic word of Train's horn telling us about a love supreme, 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 a love supreme for black people that grew strong and on 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 and on, from the soul, from the heart, from the spirit, from the brain, from the love of Brother John Coltrane. Then Jimmy Smith got funky with it and preached a sermon not to walk on the wild side, but to ride with Wes Montgomery, who played his best every day in our life. As Shirley Scott's organ got hot, and she and Stanley set more funk-free, as Ahmed Jamal played with renewed ability to give our minds some tranquility. Do da da da, yeah, yeah da da, le da da, so that we could listen to an insult depth. Brother Archie Shep. As Jackie McLean broke the scene, blowing lean and harder for everybody to listen to Eddie and Betty Carter. Hold on, don't let him, don't let him, don't let him, hold on to him tight. As Sun Ra, he shined, and Cannonball's horn, it whined, mercy, 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 ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. So Sonny Stitt started piping it, and we couldn't get enough of Brother Jack McDuff. As Freddie Hubbard began to bud, and we heard about Donald Byrd, and there would be no other like the Oider brothers. Then Wayne Shorter, he grew taller, and the ship left the dock with Herbie Hancock.
Watermelon man. Watermelon.
as we rolled with Lee Morgan and grooved on Richard Holmes' organ and ducked the soul of Art Tatum, produced that sound that made him, as Rufus Harley blew on an old new type bagpipe, and we put the pans back on the man, and Nina Simone, she grown Mississippi, goddamn! My baby just cares for me. And then Brother McCoy gave us peace and joy, and Elvin Jones brought our Freedom Jones down on us. Then Charles Lloyd filled the void, and we watched Roland Kirk work and listen with a sigh of relief to Joseph Lateef blow, blow in a flow of flourish of peace from the east as Ferrero Sanders floated down the Nile with Brother Lee and Thomas to herald the promises of peace and happiness throughout the land. The Creator has a master plan. Peace and happiness throughout the land. All praises due to the
black
Creator
people.
Of black people.
The
Black people. Black person.
The black woman.
Black man. Black people. Black people. The Creator has a master plan for black people. For black people. The Creator has a master plan for black people. How many knew all of them? Yes. You so how many knew some of them? Let's right. That's it. Start there and then continue. Let me get this.
If anyone would like to have a copy, I have my copy, because you can get it yourself, but take it home. All right?
Yeah, you can have mine as well, with a few side notes on them. There's one where we can't remember the song, and the only thing it says is like, hey, and then Eric sings the song. because we were trying to get all these songs in at the same time. And then at some point your brain just goes like, and so you know the song, but you don't remember the title. So we're gonna continue with the song called When Melindy Sings. Anyone knows it? It's actually a poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Anyone knows? Okay, there was a what? The Black National Anthem. Oh, he wrote. Okay. Here we go. I didn't know that. Thank you for that. So Paul Laurence Dunbar wrote the Black National Anthem. Okay. He was from the 19th century and died in the early 20th century. He was from the U.S. as well, Black African American man. He wrote poems about the Black experience, and also in particular in the African American vernacular. So you can read his poems and then basically get that Blackness just from reading it. You can see that. And this is a piece he wrote that's called When Melindy Sings. Abby Lincoln, a really important singer and activist, recorded a song on her album Straight Ahead. I think Max Roach was on it as well, right? Yeah, Max Roach is also a very important drummer and was also an activist and wrote an album that's called We Insist Freedom Now Suites, that was particular towards the civil rights movement. So that's why I chose this particular song, because it offers blackity black black.
with that noise, Miss Lucy. Put that music book away. What's the use to keep on trying if you practice till you're gray? You can't start no notes of flying like the ones that rams and rings. From the kitchen to the big woods, when Melinda sings, easy enough for folks to holler, looking at the lines and dots, when there ain't no one can sense it, and the tune comes in spots. But for real melodious music that just strikes your heart and rings, just you stand and listen with me when Melinda sings. Oh, it's sweeter than the music of an educated band, and it's dearer than the battle songs of triumph in the land. It seems holier than evening when those solemn church bells ring, as I sit and calmly listen when Melinda sings. Towns are stop that barking, hear me. Manzi, make that child keep still. Can't you hear those echoes calling from the valley to the hill? Let me listen, I can hear it through the brush of angels' wings. Soft and sweet swing those sweet chariots when Melinda sings.
I played with Eric for a few years now. How long have we played together?
Maybe 20 years?
20 years.
I'm the youngest person here, so
I know.
that's probably not possible.
I would say less than a decade, but okay, who am I to judge? But I never asked you this question, Eric, so let's do this now. What does jazz mean to you?
Well, I would start with the brand or the thing that I do is called naked jazz. And the naked part of it is the true, raw, honest expression of emotion. The thing about the freedom of jazz and improvisation, I mean, for people who aren't invested or haven't listened or spent any time, for some people it sounds like, actually, I know a record that's called Crazy People Music. You know that record? Bradford Marcellus. Crazy People Music. But there is a plan, and there is a method to our madness. But there's no other music that I'm aware of where the whole objective is to intelligently and emotionally make shit up. And there's a plan, for sure. I mean, and that's I don't want to take too much time here, but that's kind of one of the things that my job is to keep the folks coming up from thinking that there's that much freedom. It's a music where the listener has the opportunity to give feedback. We feed off of you, you feed off of us. There's a whole lot to it, and there's a melody, there's a harmony. Anybody know what the first instrument was? I got you. It was the voice. I'm playing the drums. I set you up. Okay. The drums were second.
Shit, I'm disappointed now.
So yeah, that, you know. But jazz to me, it keeps me alive, keeps you all alive too, whether you know it or not. You are jazzers. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So disappointed, honestly, in not knowing that the first instrument is the voice. So I think we have to prove a point now, why that is. Because we have only one harmony instrument, which is the bass, that's not really offering a lot of complexity, I would say, in terms of like giving you the full sound. But I guess if you just listen to the melody, you get everything you need. And that's why we chose to play this song that's called I Got Rhythm. Does anyone know it? It's like one person. Yes, you keep on raising your hand, so I'm here for it. And it's one of the more like, you know, that's based on like a very particular pattern of jazz structures that's called rhythm changes, like along with the blues. Allegedly, over 7,000 plus songs have been written over these changes, like these chord harmonies. This is one of the most famous ones, one of the earliest, I would say, maybe even. It's written in the 30s.
George Gershwin.
By George Gershwin. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Oh, man, trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Who could ask for anything more? Boom, ding, 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 boobity boom, bit out. Boobity ba da 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 boobity boom, beep boom, ba boom, beep boom, ba boom, beep boom, beep boobity boom, ba da 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 ba 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 beep boom ba da ba 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 da do 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 boom ba boom beep ba 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 ti ja 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 ba boom ba ba down 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 boom boom ding da 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 do da 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 woo ba da 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 ba da do do da 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 that is the voice, the first voice, the rhythm, and harmony. Scatting, singing is what we do in jazz. Now go, Eric. Got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisy in green pastures. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Man, trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him round my door. I got daisies, I got Thank you. So far we have been moved up to the 1960s, not chronologically though. And I've been spending a bit of time in the US and have met a mentor there, Faye Victor, who is currently, African American. Also, I think she's from Trinidad, actually, also. So shout out to that. And but she lived in Brooklyn most of her life, as far as I remember. And I wanted to kind of see if we could, not see if we could, but jazz also exists today on a level. It has definitely made a lot of transformations of being dance music, art music. And then I think there was like a moment where people was like, jazz is dead, but I met a lot of artists, jazz artists today who are doing political work, are doing really meaningful jazz work that is very contemporary. So let's not forget about that and see what happens. I'm not gonna say what the title is or what we're doing, but I think as soon as you most likely realize what the title is, and you can sing along if you want to.
Looking down, everybody, move out, everybody, I'm lost. Can't figure this out, 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 can't go slower. La da da do da do da do da 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 do da da do da do ba. La da da. trying to get all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to give all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to kick all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to kick all the brown people out there trying to keep all the brown people out there trying to keep get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying get all the brown people out to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there to get all the brown people out there to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out there trying to get all the brown people out. What about you?
So, thank you so much. We're gonna end now with this last song. A little bit about love, black love in the 40s and 60s, and potentially also today. Let's see. It's there is a tradition that is happening, or was happening, and was started in, I think it was 50s and 60s when Eddie Jefferson, African-American vocalist, did this thing called vocalese. Does anyone know what that is? Okay, education is elevation, so let's go. That's basically a tradition within jazz. Yeah, I mean, you know, thank you for getting us on stage to provide this critical moment for you to go home and listen to jazz and be like, oh, there's more to it than just listen to it at Starbucks. Yes. I'm reading some of you. I am. Vocalese is when usually a jazz vocalist would take the solo of someone, like, and then write lyrics to it. So what you would listen to is just a solo, but with text. So this was we went to perform this piece, and it's called Moody's Mood for Love, which is originally called I'm in the Mood for Love, but then this saxophonist James Moody wrote a solo, and then Eddie Jefferson was so captivated by that solo that he decided, I'm gonna have to put my feelings down on the solo because it already spoke to me so much that I already have the words for what he was feeling, and that's why it's called Moody's Mood for Love. And I was just talking with Eric about that, and Eric actually met and played with James Moody. Yeah. There is legacy in the room. Like all of you, obviously, but yeah, yes. And they're also from the same, it's the same city, even. Same city, yeah. 3 blocks, same neighborhood, actually. 3 blocks away. So I'm honored to be on stage with Eric and just learn, yeah. And we're just gonna end with a little bit of love, a little bit of saxophone solo with lyrics to it. So let's go.
Remember earlier when I was talking about the crazy people music? Do you remember? Okay. All right, so, you know, all of that stuff, all of that energy that's going on sometimes, and it seems like, you know, what are they doing? Well, here's a great example that kind of brings everything you heard this evening also together. There was a song. The song was not a very complicated song with a repetitive cadence of chords. And James Moody took a solo. And if you're not a, you know, experienced jazz listener, I think this solo is accessible. But it might just sound like a bunch of notes. But to illustrate the point, the guy she's talking about mentioned, there is information there. And this saxophone solo, just notes, he took all of the notes and wrote lyrics, vocalies, like she said. And you could write any lyrics, but the song he wrote to was I'm in the Mood for Love. And so he wrote this story. Now, the cool thing about this jazz song is that, like the poem, it's very long, and it doesn't repeat. So you just start at the beginning, and we welcome you to come along with us. Keep in mind, all the words were inspired by the notes of the solo. And though I met James Moody, and he would sing the song, even though he played the saxophone, kind of as a joke. But he just tapped me on the shoulder. You didn't see him, he was right there. And he said, maybe you don't want to sing. Meaning, I'm not a singer. he said, maybe you don't want to sing. And then Natalie tapped me on this shoulder. You didn't see her. She said, why don't you just tell him the story? So I'm not a singer, but I'm going to tell you the story, okay? All right. It goes something.
Almost got it.
Watching the feedback. No. She asked me, did I need a note? I can't sing. Hey, come along. And go listen to somebody really sing it because it's beautiful, but also memorize the story.
There I go, there I go.
There I go.
There
I go. I'm all over the place. There I go. There I go.
there I go.
Pretty baby, you are the soul that snaps my control. Such a funny thing. But every time you're near me, I never can behave. I see you smile, and then I'm wrapped up in your magic. I hear music all around me, crazy music. Keeps calling me so very close to you, turns me, you're a slave. Come and deal with me, any little thing you want to. Just let me be next to you. Am I insane? Or do I really see heaven in your eyes? Bright as stars that shine up above us in the clear blue sky. Oh, darling, how I love you. Just can't live my life without you. Baby, come here, have no fear. Whoa, is there any wonder why I'm feeling, or we're feeling, in the mood for love? So tell me why. Stop to think about these people, this weather, this COVID, my dear. This little dream might fade away. Oh, there I go, talking out of my head again. Darling, won't you come? Put our two hearts together. That would make me strong and brave. Oh, when we are one, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. If there's a cloud up above us, go on, let it rain. I'm sure our hearts together could endure a hurricane and COVID. My darling, what do you say? Maybe? Could you release me from this awful misery?
What is all this talk about loving me, my sweet? I am not afraid, not anymore, not like before. Baby, can you tell me? Now, baby, please put yourself together. Do it soon. My soul's on fire. Come on and take me. I'll be what you make me, my darling.
Oh, pretty baby, you make me feel so good. Let me take you by the hand. Come, let's visit out there in that new promised land. Maybe there we could find a brand new loving state of mind. I'm so tired of being without love. Never knew what love was all about. Natalie, go on and play the bass now. We're through.
Thank you. Thank you all for having our session, Poetry Meet. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming out. We have a little bit of merch in the back, Naked Jazz merch to support the jazz scene in Berlin. Even the tie actually is from Naked Jazz, but you can't get that. But and if you're curious about do I also sing Portuguese? Oh yes, I do. You can get the album and then be surprised and mesmerized.
Obrigada, mami. Give it up one more time, please. Whoop. Make some proper noise. Natalie Greffel, Eric Vaughn, wow. Wow, I really fucked up that intro. I didn't expect this was beyond wow. Just thank you so much for your gift. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Thank you. I have no words. Like, this is probably the best show I've seen this year. Like, hands down. It's wow, I'm so happy that we recorded this. Like, this was historical. Like, for me personally, this was like, wow, one of the really like most beautiful ways of giving jazz history and also bringing your own like character and poetry and story and voice and the beat and the melody and the rhythm and the just the deeper understanding of jazz and freedom in jazz and freedom. And it's like they just incorporate, like, the synergy was just, yeah, I'm actually like speechless. This was amazing. This was like, thank you so much. And I really can't wait for this to be over to like see you in a big stadium, because this level right now, like, it's an honor to have you on the Poetry Meets Jazz stage. Seriously, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Whoa. This is actually the end of Poetry Meets Jazz. Our wonderful DJ Mandel, who's also the best chef in Berlin, like he does the best jollof rice. Now guess 3 times which country he's from. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. We still love you, Ghanaians and Cameroonians and Togolese and Senegalese. We still love you. But he does the best jollof, regardless of his ethnicity or nationality or whatever. He's a really great chef, and he's good behind the decks. So he's going to play some tunes for us. And I would just want to say my biggest thank you to the lineup artist, Frank Xteele. Where are you? Frank Xteele. Oh, there he is. Thank you so much. That was like the greatest opening ever. We need to talk. First of all, amazing. Thank you. Denis Faneites. Amigo. Du machst deutsche Poesie, du gibst deutsche Poesie Wert. I said that he's giving German poetry, thank you. He's giving German poetry value. Like, he's adding value to German poetry and spoken word. Take it. Take all the flowers. And our very, very, very special guest, NANGHITI. Thank you so much. What's going on?
Shall I grab this mic?
Yeah. I'm not done with giving you flowers, by the way.
No. I was wondering, because there was so much talk about love, I'm feeling a time for, I'm super single, and all my friends are also single, and I'm, kind of tired of just being at home. Like yesterday too, we were just talking about men, and it's like, no, we don't do any action. So I figured maybe you should organize like a Poetry Meets Love.
Let's do it.
Just have all those single ladies and single lads, all one row here and one row there. It doesn't even matter what race you are at this point. It's like, as long as you know how to, get a little. It's gonna be cold.
As long as you know how to dance.
That's anyways, but thank you so much.
Thank you, NANGHITI. Wow. Yes. Wow, segue. Mandel giving us the vibe. So, it's Liebe in Zeiten von Corona, ne? Liebe in Zeiten von Corona, wie der Herr Faneites schon gesagt hat. Wir haben noch so knapp 20 Minuten. Yeah, let it play. I like this vibe. Normalerweise mache ich so ein Stück von mir am Ende, was ich schon seit 5, 6 Jahren mache. Und jetzt überlege ich, ob ich so ein bisschen improvisieren soll. Weil es ist so... Ja? Okay. Hey. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Hey. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your. Thank you for your love. Hey, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your heart. And thank you for being here with me. And I'm not really a singer. What? Thank you to Nana, Edison, Pearl Khan, represent. Thank you to Ropa, behind the lens, taking beautiful pictures. Thank you to David Debrah, up right there, recording the whole session. Thank you to all the lineup artists, the singers, the jazz artists, the multi-instrumentalists, Mandel, Nanghiti, Frank Xteele, Natalie, Eric Vaughn, Denis Faneites. Thank you an das Säälchen. Ohne euch wären wir nicht hier. Vielen, vielen Dank an Dominik. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob der noch hier ist. Dominik. Vielen Dank an Dominik. Vielen Dank an Annabelle. Meine rechte Hand und linke Hand und mein Kopf und mein ganzes Team. Willst du auch freestylen?
Auch freestylen. Ich will ganz kurz freestylen und sagen, dass das Ganze hier seit mehreren Jahren nur möglich ist, weil Jumoke jedes Mal einfach aus dem Nichts irgendwo eine Location klar macht. Laut, hört ihr mich? Also give it up für Jumoke! Poetry meets Soul! 4, 5 Jahre! 6 Jahre!
All right. Thank you so much for coming, regardless, and thank you for your vibes. Seriously, this has been healing for me, and I hope that it's touched you as well. And I hope that you're going home with some elevated smiles in your hearts. Yeah, Mandel, keep on going. Take one poem. No, for yourself. You don't need to read it out. He was about to run away. Oh, and you have to leave for real at 10. He doesn't like German, so he's going to take the English one. Okay. So I'm going to go around so everyone has one.
When you have your ups and downs, I will follow. Joy and laughter, they seem so